Hi, welcome to Designing Spaces Local Edition. I'm your host, Taylor Lane. Today, we're going to check out businesses that are doing their part to bring out the beauty in our South Florida homes and really make them shine. It's a full show. Let's get designing.
First impressions tend to last. As the focal point and entryway to your household, a driveway is an extension of a homeowner's taste and style. That's why the engineers and architects over at Driveways by Design will help you make an impression that will last a lifetime.
Well, Renee and I met over 20 years ago. My passion for architecture and design and his passion for hospitality brought us together. And when you install a driveway, you need to think that that will enhance the property, but also will add value. The home doesn't stop with the interior, extend to the exterior. Many people do not realize the styles that we have in Miami. They think that we have one style that are used to the new developments and the cookie cutter homes, the same pavers, the same colors, the same stamped concrete. We do things different. We would like to achieve something unique, something that it will stand out from the rest. I like creativity, innovation, and beauty, but that beauty needs to be functional.
And that functionality extends way beyond the driveway. After an initial consultation, clients can meet to discuss the vast array of hardscaping options, including gazebos, outdoor kitchens, pool refinishing, patios, deck, and lush landscaping.
Each project is different. Each client is special. Every project is based on their taste and the needs of the space as well. I like to look at the property in person, look at the style, look at the neighborhood. Every city has different codes and regulations, and we have a team of experts. We know the permitting process in and out.
Once the scope of work is defined and the layout designed, a master installer goes on site to begin the initial groundwork.
As soon as we break ground, we'd like to have about 2 weeks from the initial excavation to installation. We'd like to work around the trees. As you can see here, there's big oak trees. We had to get in an arborist in order to properly prune the roots. After that, the bobcat comes in, starts excavating. With a driveway, it's all about the base. If you don't have a good base, then you're going to have major problems in the future. So we like to put 6 to 8 inches of lime rock, which gets very well compacted. On top of that, we put a layer of sand, and then that's when we start laying the pavers, which is your specialty.
This is one of my latest designs, and so far one of my favorites. The driveway being large, it was non-functional. We widened it out, we extended to the back for better circulation. We wanted to separate the areas, what is driveway and what is the entrance of the house. These gray pavers blend with the gray pebbles and the concrete slabs that takes you to the main entrance, and to enhance the entrance, to make it a grand entrance, we created a floating step. From the floating step, we have more landscaping with colors, nothing that is overpowering. You don't want to overshadow the property, you want to enhance it.
All the elements come together in gorgeous display of design and function, creating a completely personalized and highly unique part of the home that stands out for all the neighborhood to enjoy.
What I love about my job is to bring the client's dreams and goals to reality, from the blueprints to the real project, to give them a home that they will enjoy for years to come.
Whether it's custom tiling, pool lining, or lush landscape, the seasoned artisans at Driveways by Design has it covered. For more information, please visit their website at drivewaysbydesign.com.
You'd be surprised what a new coat of paint will do. It's a fresh start. It'll make you fall in love with your home all over again. We've been in business for over 40 years. We definitely know paint. Chuck happens to be my father. He started in 1979. When we moved here, he started the painting business, and I've been here ever since, and I'm loving every minute of it. Chuck's painting means more to me than just a job. I grew up in the business and take a lot of pride in what we do. We do residential communities, we do townhouse communities, condos, business parks, and everything in between. No project too big or too small.
And if anyone is glad that Chuck's Painting is up to the task, it's Beth and her mother Christine, who have lived together in their beautiful Davie home for over 20 years.
I'm a native Floridian. I was born in Miami, Florida. My mom and I are like best of friends. We go on trips together. We love to do crossword puzzles, and we like to go on the boat, on the water. Then we have 2 Yorkies. Everywhere we go, it's got to be pet friendly. I'm looking very forward to having the house painted. It's needed it for a while.
This particular project is about a 5,000 square foot house. It needs a little bit of TLC, and we're really looking forward to helping them revitalize the property.
We're on 2 acres. We're on water. I love the nature that's around the house, but with the nature also comes a lot of work.
Living in South Florida, owning a home in South Florida, it's constant upkeep, constant maintenance.
And it is a big house. It is overwhelming at times. And I don't know the first thing about paint, but Alex was extremely professional and the most knowledgeable. I'm very excited to see the end product.
When we initially come on site, we identify most of the problem areas and then come up with a game plan as to how to attack it and rectify the situation. So the first process that we do when we show up on the property is all this needs to be pressure cleaned. The darker portions here have to be pressure cleaned off. We also use a 50-50 mix of bleach and water. Now, obviously in the back of the house, it's more pronounced because this is where a lot more of the algae and mildew is present. The problem is that you have these eyesores where Mother Nature takes over. It actually eats the paint over time. All this area will again be bleached, it will be pressure cleaned and removed, and then once that process is done, we put what's called a sealer. What that does, it acts as a primer, it bonds the paint to the substrate. Now this location is a little different than others. The moisture that sits under the pavers has obviously wreaked havoc on the bottom here. All the paint has bubbled and peeled off. Not a problem, we've seen this many times before. It's gonna be scraped, it's gonna be sealed, and ultimately will never happen again. Here's a classic example of what no homeowner wants to see. The fascia boards are rotted due to the mold and mildew. The gutter will have to be removed. All the rotten wood's gonna have to come out. We're gonna have to replace it, paint it, make it look new again. Here we have some of the same situation. All this wood is gonna have to be ripped out and replaced. All the walls are gonna have to be pressure cleaned, sealed, and painted. It's a beautiful home. It's too bad that it's in the condition it's in. Luckily, we specialize in this type of work and we'll bring the home back to its original condition. A quality paint job is gonna preserve your house. It's gonna make it last longer, look more beautiful. Once this house is completed, it's gonna pop.
And just like that, this crack team of pros dons their war paint and gets to work to prep the exterior before coating every last inch with a fresh new finish.
The pressure cleaning's been done, the sealing's been done. What's happening now is they're patching some of the cracks in the house, and the final process will be to apply the paint, and then everything's finished.
I'm very excited to see some of the work outside. Long overdue.
Can't believe what all they've done in just 2 days.
Beth, I just wanted to give you an idea and show you some of our progress. You remember what it looked like before with the mold and the mildew. All that's been removed. The house has been prepped, it's been painted, and this is our final result.
It's absolutely amazing, Alex. It's night and day. It looks brand new. It looks beautiful.
That's
absolutely beautiful.
Exactly what I wanted to hear.
Unbelievable. Amazing. Really can't. I can't believe it. Even over there, you really can't believe what a difference it made. It feels like a brand new house. It really, really great.
Good, I'm glad you like it. You're very welcome.
I cannot believe the difference in the house. It looks awesome. It looks amazing. It looks like night and day. It looks like a brand new house. Even better than I anticipated it. Very, very happy.
Beth's happy, I'm happy. We got the job done. The house looks phenomenal, and we couldn't ask for a better result.
Another job done, and the crew is off to paint the town. Whatever your needs, Chuck's Painting has you covered. To learn more, visit their website or go to www.designingspaces.tv.
Let's head over to Allied Kitchen and Bath to learn about kitchen and bathroom trends from owner Bill Feinberg.
Welcome to Allied Kitchen and Bath. This is our flagship showroom. Come on in, let me show you around. My name is Bill Feinberg. I'm president and CEO of Allied, and for the past 35 years, we've been remodeling homes here in South Florida. Omega has some of the finest accessories made, such as this Le Mans for a blind corner cabinet, easy access, one of the best cabinets made. This particular door is what we call transitional. But come with me, I want to show you some more. And here we are with one of Omega's latest trends, very transitional cabinet. This cabinet here is stacked higher. This feature here is probably one of the most popular colors right now, 100% wood quality. This is a great accessory, a pull-down shelf for easy access. Omega, if you can draw it, they can build it. Come to Allied Kitchen and Bath for the latest in Omega cabinetry.
Welcome back to Designing Spaces Local Edition. For over 50 years, Gulfstream Media Group has led the affluent, glossy magazine industry in South Florida. Let's dig deeper into one of their classics, Home and Garden Magazine. Plus, check out Husqvarna Professional Products as they help one couple transform their backyard into the perfect spot for entertaining guests. Take a look.
Designing Spaces has helped tell the stories of premier home improvement craftsmen and professionals throughout the Sunshine State. Now we're proud to share the debut of South Florida's ultimate guide to home decor and furnishings. The staff over at Gulfstream Media are hard at work curating exclusive content for their newest edition, Florida Home and Garden Magazine.
It's a diverse community here in South Florida, so everybody has their own sense of style.
So you can do so much with, Art Deco, Mediterranean.
Here, architectural design is a big factor, and the people behind it.
Interesting people, always makes a good magazine.
I've been in the magazine business since 1961. The Gold Coast is the flagship and the headquarters right here. Almost everybody in our family has worked a little bit at one time or another.
I came down here, it was supposed to be for 3 months. I was going to work a summer. I call it the summer that never ended. I started as a janitor, and my next job I was the delivery boy.
In the early 70s, we were a small magazine. Editorially, we grew with the community.
As you walk down the halls and you see the old magazines, you realize that you've done something which is significant in the history of the city. We've been making magazines for over 50 years.
We have 6 different lifestyle publications. With the launch of Florida Home and Garden, it's actually our 7th magazine in the area.
In a time that not a lot of people are starting print magazines, we're bringing a new print magazine into the market.
I think people just really like to hold a glossy magazine in their hands.
But particularly interior design. Interior design with the pictures and the beautiful layouts and the gorgeous homes.
Just worked well in the big magazine glossy format.
The content we're providing is going to bring the reader into the homes and spaces of the most well-known interior designers and architects in the area.
So a lot of our ideas actually come from the designer themselves.
Florida culturally, from a design standpoint, it's going to attract the best talent. You're going to get the best interior designers who are going to want to work on those homes. You're going to get interior decorators who come from all over the country.
We showcase their work and allow our readers to become a part of it.
Launching a new subscription is no small feat. It takes a collective effort of writers, editors, and designers all racing to meet their deadline.
The issue really starts with the conceptualization process, where we're figuring out what the theme is and trying to put it into all of the content. We look for homes that are contemporary, innovative. I receive the content from the writer, and then once I've signed off on it, I give it to design.
They do all the hard work here. She can do graphics that 15 years ago would be unheard of.
So anything graphic related that isn't an edit material is what goes through me.
So I work very closely with our sales reps and publishers to make sure that everything is laid out the exact way that they would like it, and everyone sees it digitally before I actually send it over.
That goes through our associate editor and I, and then we're uploading to our portal and we are off to the presses.
After weeks of labor, the final product emerges. A breathtaking periodical packed with pro tips and stunning visuals of South Florida's most unique spaces.
We have worked really hard to get this first edition out.
You go from looking at just paper numbers to actually getting a full magazine.
Just from a conversation to an actual tangible object.
One person alone doesn't do it.
It's definitely a team effort.
There is a real cohesiveness in this office.
No matter what we do, like, it always gets done.
We come in and it's like we're going to war.
We're allowed to just be ourselves, and it's never a chore to be here.
When you love what you do and you work with people who are just as passionate and ambitious as you are, it really creates just like the perfect work environment.
You know, sometimes it's long hours, but when you're working with these people, it doesn't really matter.
The magazines they publish are the very best of the best, so there's a certain amount of pride.
It's really nice to know that I'm working with such talented people.
You're gonna get work done, but you're gonna have a lot of laughs along the way.
I couldn't imagine a better team to work with.
So moving into the March issue, we'll showcase outdoor living.
And we'll really be connecting with the readers and showing them, you know, what's possible, what you can do.
Florida Home and Garden is just giving you those resources and those tools to create your dream home.
We'll be giving them expert advice, we'll be giving ideas and inspiration, and that's really what it's all about. We're really liking where it's going and what we're seeing.
To pick up a subscription to Florida Home and Garden, visit your local Publix, Walgreens, or Barnes & Noble. You can also visit their website or visit us at designingspaces.tv.
Brittany and her fiance Nick do everything together.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Nick.
Well, you know I can't start my day without my morning smoothie or my morning juice. We're super into health. It's our ritual every day to wake up and either make a smoothie or a juice together. It's how we stay up on health. We have 3 dogs, starting from the oldest is Bella. She is a pit bull. Then we have Boss, who is a rescue, and he's an American bulldog mixed with pit bull. And then we have Callie, who's our little love. She's a Maltese. So it's definitely nice having our own home. I mean, it's a lot of maintenance and it's a lot of work to take care of, and especially with what we do. I have a full-time job, and part of my full-time job is also running our business. We're constantly working. When we're home trying to rest, we're finding something to do with work. Emails, phone calls, we're always on the go. It could be pretty challenging to keep up and make it look the way that I would like it to, but it's definitely nice having our own space.
But it's also a lot of work.
So before we lived here, we actually lived in an apartment.
Moving to a home like this, it's all yours, and you know you're essentially responsible for how it looks.
Well, we do have a lawn service, but I definitely want to spruce up the yard, trim a few hedges, get a few corners, really make it look nice and neat. So on the weekends, we're so shot from the week, so we really like to take time for ourselves.
Right.
We love to have people over. We love to entertain. Put some music on,
barbecue.
Especially when it's nice out. Get a few glasses of wine going, and we're good to go. We have another couple coming over this afternoon for a barbecue. I realize we're out of a lot of stuff. Chips, dip, good guacamole. Everybody loves good guacamole.
Dessert.
And then dessert, of course.
While Nick runs out to the store, Brittany spruces up the yard with their Weed Eater interchangeable tools.
So we're excited. I wanted to get a little bit of housework done outside, a little cleanup in the yard, so I was really excited about that.
The versatile Weed Eater has 3 interchangeable tools, all powered by a lithium battery, and it starts with just the push of a button.
It's really nice having an interchangeable piece. It's a 3-in-1. There's a trimmer, a hedge trimmer, and a blower that make taking care of our yard so easy. So the universal base has a 20-volt battery. It has a long life, so you never have to worry about it dying out on you when you're in the middle of your yard work. I'm not the strongest person. I'm kind of petite, so I really like tools that are lightweight. And again, all of these tools, they're powerful. Even though that they're lightweight, they're super powerful and super effective. So I popped out the universal base from the hedge trimmer, and then I just inserted it into the string trimmer, and I got to work. That's one of my favorite tools because I really get into the places that the lawnmowers can't get into. It lets me really get meticulous, especially up against the house and up against the driveway. It gives me a nice, straight, clean line. This has a universal base, and it goes with the 3 different pieces, the 3 different tools, and you know what? It makes my life so easy. I'm a little short, on the shorter side. This is where I need his help, and I needed help trimming the higher hedges.
The Weed Eater Featherlight family of tools gets the job done quickly and easily.
Growing up, watching my dad, do the lawn, the front, the back, sides, everywhere. It took all day, from sun up to sundown. He was out there doing the lawn. Using the Weed Eater, it's so easy and so convenient.
So Brittany and Nick can spend time enjoying their yard instead of maintaining it.
Cheers. Cheers to friends.
For more information, go to designingspaces.tv or weedeater.com.
Welcome back to Designing Spaces Local Edition. I'm your host, Taylor Lane. Next up, we're headed to Miami, where we will explore the latest trends in doors and closet design. Let's take a look.
Florida, it's very hard to be unhappy here. It's very tropical. We love the area, a mile and a half from the beach. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My husband and I moved here 8 years ago. We're high school sweethearts. I have 2 kids. I have a son and a daughter. My husband made a career move, and then we found this house, and slowly have been renovating room by room. We realized after the kitchen came out so beautifully that the doors looked cheap. Current doors have found are warped, cracking, the hinges are peeling. So Miami Doors is going to replace all of my interior doors. It's going to be the finishing touch, the cherry on top of the cake.
And Miami Doors and Closets is not your average contractor. They're a one-stop shop for custom fitting, fabrication, and installation, using a patented measuring technology to ensure the perfect fit every time.
Look at the handle system here. I mean, this is not safe. You got chipping here. This is something that you need to replace. It's not looking good.
Doors here that don't match. The hinges are all painted on. It's ugly. These have to go.
What we do is we're going to replace your old track, your old piece of fascia here, put a new heavy-duty roller system in. You're going to love this new sliding door.
Mike and David are very friendly, answered all my questions, easy to work with, easy to talk, I love that kind of communication.
Let me answer that. Shut up. Let me say something. You know, 2 Philly guys who met in college, who had a lot in common.
I mean, we met on the basketball court, and we took our friendship off the court.
Dave is obviously the owner of the firm. He started Miami Doors and Closets.
Mike is our sales director, arguably a visionary.
And we both do a lot of client interfacing. I mean, I would obviously say I'm much better at it, but Dave does a great job.
Choosing the style, I trusted Mike. He took one look at my cabinets and recommended this simple, clean look, and then went to the showroom.
We have more traditional styles all the way to modern. We have shakers, we have frosted glass, we have mirrors.
Swing doors, bifold doors, bypass doors.
Our paint finish is impeccable. The fit is impeccable.
From the fire door to the bathroom door, we can match that style you choose.
With the style picked out, it's time to go back to the house to begin the measuring process.
This house is very old, and what happens in older homes is that they settle, so no door frame is square. This is our 3D digital imaging device. This machine measures down to 1/1000th of an inch. That data is then uploaded to our factory where our CNC machine then has at it.
This is where old-school craftsmanship meets cutting-edge technology. With robotic precision, each door is custom milled to fit the existing door frame. Coated with a specialized industrial-grade finish, the doors are then cured in a flash-driving oven before being sent to the factory floor for delivery.
So excited to get rid of these doors. They are done.
Hey, bye, guys. I'm heading out. I'm going to run a few errands. I'll be back soon.
All
Bye,
right,
Lori.
be safe. Let's get to work. Old doors out, new doors in. No fuss, no mess. We're in and out of here in less than a half a day.
Hello. I'm back.
Welcome back.
Perfect timing. I cannot wait to show you the doors. Come on, take a look. It absolutely looks perfect.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to
Do I have a surprise for you? Look how this came out.
Oh my gosh.
Check this out.
What? Oh my God.
Isn't that beautiful? Slides like butter. Look how the door came out. Absolutely perfect choice. It matches your kitchen absolutely beautifully.
I love my new doors. They're the finishing touch to our renovation.
Please.
Please, okay. This day could not have come sooner. This house looks finished. The doors are gorgeous. I'm so excited.
This installation went exactly how we expected.
Lori is thrilled, which means we're thrilled.
That closes the door on another perfect project.
For more information on Miami Doors and Closets, you can visit their website or check out designingspaces.tv.
Welcome to Allied Kitchen and Bath. My name is Bill Feinberg. I'm the owner of Allied, and for over the past 35 years, we are the leader in remodeling and home renovation. This is the NeoRest toilet, hands down the greatest toilet on the market. It has e-water technology to make your toilet work and function like never before. We're here with the NeoRest models, good, better, and best, but wait till you see the one that takes it to the next level. Come with me, I want to show you. Say hello to the Toto NeoRest NX1, the latest in water closets. Featuring e-water plus technology for the greatest in sanitation, has a dual flushing system for tornado flushing, self-cleaning toilet. It's remote controlled, has a heated seat. This is by far the best toilet on the market. It's the Toto NX1. Check it out, Allied Kitchen and Bath.
This is the show all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. We're Designing Spaces. We take on DIY projects, get creative with interior design, and get with the pros on remodeling and home improvement.
I can see myself living here. I really can.
Designing Spaces.
What a great show. Thanks for joining us today on Designing Spaces Local Edition. For more information on any of today's featured South Florida businesses, head to designingspaces.tv. See you next time.